what did you guys see in that third quarter? It felt like to start it, there's like some turnovers, missed shots, and then you guys kind of just seemed to find a groove.
I think there's always a little bit of a lull in the game. That's one thing that we try to do our best not to have, but I think we bounced back well from it, and from there, everybody was just a tad bit aggressive or more aggressive defensively, and offensively, I think Brooke just started knocking down threes, and then kind of that beginning to middle of the fourth, Grayson kind of went in. So definitely a team effort. Everybody, just played their hearts out and got the win.
Either or. Excuse me. They scored 74 points first half. Their backcourt kind of got loose. I know after 76 points from Indiana yesterday. So what has led to that, I guess, in the early going of these two games where, the opponent's been able to put up that many points in the first half?
Well, it's a little bit our fault and a little bit their fault. Like, we've had two teams that were really hot shooting the ball. Like Fred VanVleet and Gary Trent in the first half, hit a bunch of threes, and a lot of them are step backs, tough, contested. Some of them we could have done a better job, but I think a little bit of the credit has to go to the teams that we played, just being really good offensively and hitting tough shots. But in the second half, third and fourth quarter, 23-25, we were able to step up and get some stops, and that's what allowed us to finish the game ahead.
Well, you both were involved in this play. Jrue, you had the deflection off Fred's pass, save it out of bounds off him. Grayson, you pick it up, rolling with three. It was kind of a big stretch there. Just, Jrue, how'd you see that play off? It looked like it caught Fred by surprise. And Grayson, how did you see it to then go down the other way?
I kind of apologized to him because he was just the first person I saw. I didn't really see where my teammate was, so I tried to hit it off him and go out of bounds, but it didn't. And honestly, I think that Grayson just being aggressive, he can score from anywhere on the court, and took an open opportunity and knocked it in. So a good defensive possession turned to a really good offensive possession.
Jrue, what makes an all-star player in the NBA?
I don't know, if you want to be completely honest. You score a lot. You make the game fun. Highlights, a lot of dunks. I don't do any of that, so I don't know how I'm going to be an all-star. But I've been scoring a lot, but I don't dunk. I don't run really fast. I don't scream and shout. So I feel like it's entertainment, entertainment as well as winning. And that's one thing I feel like our team has done pretty well is winning and guys stepping up on our team when our big dogs are down, being able to play well.
So should you be an all-star?
Yes.
I love my vacation just as much as anybody else. So if I go to the break and I get to go on the beach somewhere, I get to go home, I'm okay with that. But I would love to be an all-star, to be completely honest.
The East is really good this year, and we've been floating in that second range, and you don't do that in a tough conference without a couple all-stars on your team. And Jrue's been consistent for us. He's an all-star.
Just for you guys, I think VanVleet hits a three with 3:20 left to make it 121-119. They got stuck on 119 for the next 3 minutes. What did you guys kind of find late defensively?
I think we started switching and just locking in. I think Bobby was kind of the bulk of what they wanted to do in the matchup that they thought they wanted. I feel like Bobby did a great job just kind of sitting and played solid defense, making it tough on them to shoot step back threes or even get to the basket. So I feel like just defensively we kind of stepped up when the moment needed it.
You mentioned highlight plays that included a Jrue Holiday chase down block.
Oh yeah, I do block shots. Look at me.
Can you take me through that one?
Honestly, I think, was it you?
Yeah.
Gardner? Yeah. I think Grayson just did a good job of kind of shielding him and him not being able to see me. And from that point, I think they were kind of on the left side, and he kind of tried to do a reverse on the right, and I kind of had that side covered. So again, just teamwork, makes the dream work.
I guess to build off that, Jrue, what have you seen from Grayson defensively in the last, whether it be all season, maybe the last month and a half?
Grayson locking up, bro. Grayson locking up. He takes on the challenge. I know people think that he's like aggressive and overly aggressive, but the way that I see it, that's better. Especially again tonight in certain possessions going against Fred, not letting him get into the paint. He tried to get into the step back and all his moves, and Grayson's just sitting there and really just reading him very, very well. But it's not just that one possession. Grayson's been great defensively to me this whole year. So maybe he should be Defensive Player of the Year. Come on, Grayson. Come on now. Let's get this campaign going.
Grayson offensively and some of his finishes. What have you seen there, Jrue?
For one, he's surprisingly athletic.
Sneaky.
Sneaky athleticism. I think him just being able to be athletic around the rim as well as have a three-point shot makes it hard for guys to guard him. He's very elusive, especially getting to the basket. He has great footwork. Sometimes I feel like maybe he travels, but he always proves me wrong once I go back and look at it. But he's really, really smart offensive player, especially getting to the paint, using left and right hand. And like I said, at any point he can just jump up and dunk on you. So
You've always said that you feel comfortable when you're in a position where you have to take control offensively and where you know that the team needs more from you. But it's you obviously play different when different guys are on the floor and you feel like you have a different role. How do you then change that approach or switch that mindset? When you go into the locker room and you realize who's in and who's out, do you go in your head and say, hey, I need to look for myself more? How does that work for you? Because you're so naturally unselfish.
I'm not sure I just go into my head and switch it over. Honestly, I feel like I just fill out the game. I go out there from the beginning, and sometimes it might be Grayson or Brooke, but I know like when Giannis and Chris are out, I have to be aggressive at some point. Touch the paint as much as I can. Try to get as many threes as I can from other players or myself. But for the most part, I wouldn't say it's just a switch or me in the locker room before the game saying, all right, you got to shoot it. I think it's just more so filling out the game, and then as the game gradually goes on, just getting comfortable.
Jrue, just for you, you make a layup, and then all of a sudden you see Brook Lopez in the middle of their entire roster, pretty much. Just for you, kind of how did all that unfold?
I mean, Brook's a big dude, so I think when you see that kind of happen, it's like, all right. Not like he needs our help. He's, I mean, he's big, he's strong. It's not like he needs our help. He probably get taken on the whole team. But really just having his back. We know that Brook is somebody who's very important to us, and we tried to keep him out of that situation because of the result. We didn't want that. But I guess when you see it unfold, you really just try to protect your team, protect your teammates, and make sure that everything's cool. So, but yeah, I trust Brook. Brook's okay. Brook's all right. If he went to wrestle or box or something, I'd be afraid of him.
Very.
All right.